I don't think I would be discouraged by this type of racist like, discrimination because ever since I was actually getting myself ready for immigration, for different countries' immigration to the United States, I was already actually prepping myself for this type of insinuation. It's really everywhere. It's morally disturbing, but it's really there. I know the ugly face that could always rear its own presence. It's really the case, and I'm actually stealing myself for this racism. But that's not really harsher than other things that I have ever experienced. I don't care. Because you know what? Why I would have feel satiated with the racism? Because, anyway, the rest of Asian people would share the same fate. It's not really me against the war. At least it would actually be, sympathized by many, folks who are reasonable in Germany. I believe that there are rest of people who are really functioning well in German society in terms of the racial relations. I understand that. And technically, there could be no difference between me and Han Jung. Even if she actually goes out, right? She would actually be treated equally. There is no sense of, differentiation because, she and I are both, the Asian heritage. Yeah, we actually know both are Koreans or Korean Germans, right? And that way, because I'm actually a would-be German. So I actually I said this, somewhat untimely, but please forgive me for saying this. But you know what? I was fully aware of the fact that there could be lots of probable conditions like this. And to me, it doesn't mean anything because every day I'm struggling with, worse than racism type of situations, especially intensified by my, haters. So what's the point of, me actually, being stuck in this country? Because anyway, I would actually be humiliated non-verbally by constantly actually, snitching upon my behaviors, especially regardless of my intention. And I do not actually think that this is, a non-existent. It's really kind of naivete if you ever actually believe that there is no such thing as discrimination or disadvantage against me that would be worse than racism. I think it would be a lynch justice if you constantly deny the notion that there is no discriminatory behaviors against me. No, I've already actually experienced these types of suggestions all the time. I was dying to grow out of it. No, no, no. I would rather offer Germany to become, a citizen who could actually be discriminated by, those folks on the streets, or those, followers of the neo-Nazi who might actually, insult me, I don't mind. Because, that's a far better than this type of, non-verbal, but systematic and penetrating harassment existing in my life by the enemy within. I just really don't appreciate that. Because I would never be protected by the same country. Yeah. I used to know as my homeland. I don't actually think that I belong to this society because I was never been treated equally. So it doesn't matter. Even if I actually wouldn't be a victim of a racism in Germany, then that's a far better. Because, we were supposed to be treated in that way probably. I don't care. But it's not really worse than this type of harassment by my, relatives. I don't appreciate that. What they had done to me in the United States, especially, they are really the major informants and contributors of these, harassing assaults and insults. I do not appreciate them at all. Yeah, I think, technically they were worse than those neo-Nazi followers. Yeah, I don't care. Those, supporters and fanatics of the neo-Nazi. I think, they're actually, better than my relatives.